You know children, this topic is going on around the world, right? And today's back I have sent video about this topic. I hope you may have read this lesson, right? Now let me complete this lesson. I am just reading because up to the 156 page I have read, and I hope you may have done the practice of reading. Now come to page 157. He heard the signalman say, "The train can't go on. The bridge near Medicine Bow won't means won't support the weight. It was a suspension bridge and some of its cables were broken." And the bridge cable, you can see here, cables are broken. The driver of the train said, "Perhaps there is a chance of getting across the bridge by letting the train proceed at maximum speed." All aboard means get into the train, said the conductor. The passenger got on the train and the driver reversed. Reverse means he took the train back. Reversed the train for nearly a mile. 1 mile. The driver took the train 1 mile back, means reversed. Then he gave another whistle, whistle, whistle. The train began to move forward so that it was frightening. Why it was frightening? Because it was too fast. The train was running very fast. The passenger had the feeling that the train was not resting on the tracks but was floating through air. As the engine shrieked and the train shuddered, they were over the bridge in a flash. As soon as they passed over the Medicine River, the bridge crashed down into the raging water below. The train continued its course that evening without interruption. As the train moved forward the next day, it was really attacked by hundreds of Zayaks Indians, a tribe of Red Indians. Many of them appeared from all sides, jumped onto the moving train, and pulled themselves up the steps. They were armed with rifles. Some of the travelers had revolvers. They defended themselves bravely by answering with pistol shots. They fired with pistols. The conductor cried out, "The train must be stopped or we are lost." "I will go," said Passer Pachau. He opened a door and, unseen by the Red Indians, he slipped under the racing train, and holding on to the chains, he slowly reached the engine. Then he separated the engine from the coaches. They started to slow down. They had neared a station where soldiers, attracted by the sound of shots, hurried towards the train. The Red Indians on board saw them and quickly jumped up before the train stopped entirely. Now come to question. Reading is fun part. Reading is fun part, children. Here I have written some question. Which type of Red Indians attacked the travelers? Now you can find this answer on page 157, children. Which type of Red Indians attacked the travelers? See, you can write Zayaks, S-I-O-U-S, Zayaks Indians. A type of tribe, a type of Red Indian tribes. Zayaks Indians, a type of Red Indians tribe, attacked the travelers, right? This is the answer. Zayaks Indians, a type of Red Indians tribe, spelling of tribe T-R-I-B, tribe, attacked the travelers. Okay, now come to question 2. Which was the highest point of their journey? You can see the answer on page 156. You can see here they passed the highest point of their journey, 7,524 feet. So answer would be answer 7,524 feet was the highest point, of their journey. P-O-I-N-T, point of their journey. Excellent. 7,524 feet was the highest point of their journey. Right, children? Question number 3. Why did the train stop the first time? Why did the train stop the first time? This answer you can get on page 156, right? So answer would be the train stopped. Now in place of stop it will be stop. The train stopped the first time and your question start with why, so your result will be, answer will be with because. The train stopped the first time because a herd of buffaloes, actually a herd of buffaloes was crossing the railway track. Right, children? Question number 4. How many days would it take for the train to reach New York? It is very simple answer. How many days would it take the train to reach? The train would take 7 days. 7 days to reach New York from San Francisco, right? Okay, children. Thank you. Thank you.